How's it going, guys? Welcome to JP's Life on the Farm. Hope you guys are all doing well. This was just a bit of a unplanned video, to be honest. As you can see, got the tractor back. Got it back yesterday. Today is Saturday, I think it's Saturday. Let me have a look what time it is. Oh, I have to turn the tractor on. 2:30 it is. Nice. A bit warm here. So let me just get myself set up and then I will explain what is happening. So we're just over at the farm doing our normal like day-to-day jobs. It's been quite wet recently, as you know. It's pretty much rained since we made hay. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. We made hay and then the next day it's absolutely chucked it down. And it's pretty much rained every day since. So like I said, we're just over at the farm doing our day-to-day jobs. We've just given the cows a new strip of electric fence. They're quite noisy, they're bawling away. And we just think that they would like something a little bit drier than just grass. So we're gonna put the ring feeder in one of the fields that they're in and chuck them a bale of haylage from last year that we've got left over. So I'm just gonna get the spikes on now and then I'll see you in a sec. So as you just saw, got the bale rollers on and then connect the pipes on. So they're quite simple to put on. You like pull this down and that like opens up the teeth and then you just push it on. I'm not sure if I can do this with one hand, no. I'll just put them on and I'll have a chat with you now in a second. So, just gonna come down this field. This is like our messy field from over winter. The cows are usually in here over winter and then we chuck one bale in here, in this one that's in the field, and then we have another one on the yard just to try and make less work of all the like slurry and stuff that gathers around the feeders, because obviously they're eating there, so they're spending much of their time there, pooing more there, so it just makes it a little bit less work for us and scrape all the poo away around the feeder. So we chuck one here, one out there. In the winter this field does not look anything like this. There's no grass on it, it is very muddy. The only reason we do have them out here is because there's a stream that runs through the middle of the field and there's a pond at the bottom, so they can get water there as well as getting it from the yard. And you'll find that most of them quite like spending time out here, especially on a nice day. If it's sunny, they'll lie out. There's a little bit of hardcore up there that they just lie on. Right, so I'll get this feeder on the spikes and then I will see you in a second. just going to run and get some more batteries because this is on 1 bar and it's going to die in a second. Hope you guys can see from there. So this field here is the field that we've been electric fencing with the cows. I don't know if you can see. We just literally just put a new strip in there about 5 minutes ago. Just going past the pig pens now. It is quite wet for them at the moment. We're in the middle of discussing who's going to go where in the sheds over winter, because we are a little bit worried that if it doesn't dry up, pigs are going to have to come in. Martha's alright in here, because she's on her own. She doesn't chip it up that much really. She's quite clean. But as you can see here, this is where the girls have been for most of the time. And it's quite wet. Cows have been in there as well since we moved them. The girls are now here, and that's literally, they've been in there what, 4 or 5 days? We've already made quite a bit of a mess. Because they're younger, they like turfing and rooting through it and much more, so they make much more of a mess. So them and the boys are going to have to come in first, I think. Ooh, we're making a bit of a mess here, it's a little bit wet. It is a little bit wet. Let's see if we can fit through here. There we go, through with ease. The hard hole is a little bit narrow just here, so you've got to be careful that you don't sink in just there. It's quite frustrating. Cows are over here because I wanted to go into the sheds. Like, we don't want it for us, we want it in the shed. We're just going to dump this nice and quite close to the hedge. Gently reverse out. So, move it, right there. We're going to go back up and get a bale now. Watch out, cows out. Yeah. I haven't made too much of a mess. Imagine when I come back with the bale now, I'll make a little bit of a mess. It's going to be a bit heavy. I'm trying to stay out of the same trucks, so you're not making ruts all the time. That's something that I'm going to try and do. Not great there. Not great there. So I hope you can see from there. We were going to open the one on the left and feed that one because it had a hole in it over the winter, we noticed. But Dad's opened it up and it looks a bit rank. So we'll feed this one. try and not put a hole in any of the bales. So it'll be a bit disastrous. Good to me. There we are. Got it. Typical. Taking that down, and the cows have come up now to the new strip of grass. He's going to want me to lift that one onto the stack. Oh. Not quite sure what he wants. So this is one of the bales that we made last summer over here. We made 2 or 3 fields we cut and made into haylage over here last year. This looks like a really nice bale. Like I've said before in previous videos, the grass over here isn't that great. It's quite old grass seed, really over like 30 years old we're talking. Probably, well, what? Dad's just under 50, and it hasn't been done in his lifetime, that's a fact, I don't think. So I reckon the grass seed is over 50 years old, so it's not very fertile. The quality is a little bit lost, so it's not as fast growing and it's quite dry stuff, and yeah, for the cows it makes great stuff, but if you wanted to fatten animals on it, it wouldn't be amazing, I don't think. We'll have a look at it now when I fed it. Trying to keep out the same tracks I've driven over, because I'm making a bit of a mess where I've been. And this gateway is a bit filthy. The cows have started to trample it up as well, which isn't great. Try and lift the bale out of the mud in case anything splashes up. That's the problem with the grass, with the land around here. It's so clayey, and the drains need redoing. They've all filled in, and ditches are closed up, and all sorts. We need reopening. We're looking to see if there's any grants at the moment to reopen ditches and stuff and redo some drainage. It is so wet around here. Right then. Drop this bale in. It's been a while since I've fed a bale with the rollers before, so you'll have to bear with. Don't know how great this is going to go. Oh, look at that! 10 out of 10 effort. Nailed it! Yes! Let's get out and have a look. Right then, let's have a look at it. So this here was the bottom side when it was in the stack, which is quite dry. Oh, it's proper good haylage, this stuff. Smells great. Just looking. It's a little bit wet here, where it was touching that bale that had been opened. So probably a little bit of the moisture's come through the wrap just here. But we'll, now that I've dropped it on its end like this, I don't have to cut it, which is great. So, I'll open this up and we'll have a look at it. Right then guys, it looks great bale. I'm just opening it up a little bit, just to encourage the cows to have a bite of it. See what it smells like inside. Oh, it smells great, nice and sweet. You don't want to have a sniff? Give it a sniff. It's nice, it's dry, and it smells great. Perfect. It's well fermented. It's fermented quite well. It's proper haylage. I'm well chuffed with that bale. That's great bale. For the first one, I don't think you can get much of a better bale. The one that had a hole in it in the stack, I think we're going to chuck that in the mucky. Dad's opened it up and taken the net off it and already in the stack. So I'm guessing he's going to want it chucked into the hay, into the muck heap now. And then we'll probably, when we're mucking out, we'll go through it, lift it up with a grab and give it a good shake to break it up. But this bale is terrific. We've made some great quality haylage here. If I was a cow, I would be munching that straight away. Right then, take the net with us. You want me to lift up? Check that there. And then, it's a little bit depressing that we've started feeding bales on the 22nd of August. It's not amazing, but like I said, the cows just want something a little bit dry to nibble on, as it has been so wet. You know, you can't blame them. I reckon if we had the sheds open and they had the option, that's where they'd want to be. It's a little bit of a shame. I doubt we'll feed many bales down here, just because we have to drive through the field and stuff. Well, we might be able to drive down the track now. I just didn't think we'd fit with the feeder down the track. Quite narrow. But we've made a little bit of a mess. Not massively. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We've done worse, haven't we, Zach?
Yeah.
I've got four-wheel drive on anyway. Just saying, you've got to stay nice and close to the hedge here, which is annoying because you've got that sharp corner. Just because where that puddle is there is actually off the hardcore. There's a little bit of shale under here, and that is off it. So the cows always chin it up, and you can see straight away here where the shale stops as well, because the tractor just sinks straight in. But in order to stay out of the same tracks, I'm going to go like this. Don't know if it's going to make more of a mess or what. See, it's just very, very wet there. And it's very, very wet to the pigs. That's where I've been already.
It's very, very wet everywhere.
As soon as anywhere up from the telegraph pole is drier than, yeah, but where the girls are notoriously bad for being wet. But it was a nice dry bale. That one was really dry. Really, really nice. Really happy with that. So we're just going to check this one in the muck heap by the looks of it. See you in a sec. So we just got that bale off the stack. As you can see, it looks completely different to the other bale. This is all mould that's growing here, and it's got soil and all of this. And this is because it had a hole in the wrap.
Yeah,
so,
it didn't have enough wrap on it, or we ran out of wrap.
Oh, well, there you go. That tells you we ran out of wrap while we were wrapping it. So the bales are all meant to be completely airtight. There's no holes in the wrap, and then that way it ferments. Because any air that gets into it, any oxygen will make it start rotting, and that's what's happened to this. The rain and between the rain getting into it because of the hole and the air, it's just started to rot down. We thought it'd have been all right, but clearly it's not. It is quite disgusting, isn't it, Eva? It's quite wet and heavy, and the reason there's soil there is just the grass is just composted. That's all it is, and it's all quite grim and disgusting. So it's no good for feeding. We'll tuck it into the muck heap and it'll rot down, and we can spread it as manure once it's all compacted down. Should be alright. there you go, guys. We've just chucked that bale in the muck heap here. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. It'll probably be like this for a couple of weeks until we've got some more muck to either put on the muck heap or we'll turn the muck heap around and have the compost is the word. Compost a little bit faster. So the cows now have completely ignored that bale. Having seen the tractor, they've gone, oh great. And because we've given them a new strip of grass, they're come up here and they're nice and quiet again. I'd imagine by tomorrow they'll have walked back down to the bottom for some water and they'll see in the bale and they'll go straight into it, especially the older cows who are used to eating big bales. They'll be straight into it. So I hope you can hear me, the wind is quite windy. So I'm going to end that video there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Just a little bit showing you what's currently going on and the situation with the seasons obviously changing. Summer is pretty much over in my opinion. We've got one more field that we need to mow and get something off of it, but we're just waiting for the weather window. It's probably going to end up being quite stallagey. Steph will probably mow it and bale it within a day or so if it doesn't get too warm. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. I really appreciate all the likes and the subscribes. Hit the subscribe button if you're new and ring that little bell if you haven't already so you get notifications every time I upload a video. Really advise you do that. If you do not already and you have got Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's going to pop up down below here. So yeah, don't forget, guys, if you have liked this video, enjoyed watching it, leave a like. Hit the subscribe button if you're new and ring the little bell to get notifications every time I upload a video. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Ta-da.